It's the next year on podtech.net. I'm Matt Kelly here at the New York International Auto Show at the Jacob Javits Center. We are at the Mazda display, and I'm joined today by Franz von Holzhausen. He is head of the design team for Mazda, would that be?
North America,
okay,
exactly.
Great. We are looking at stage 3 in a 3-car concept series that you've introduced, starting with the Nagare in Los Angeles. Let's start with that vehicle, and then we'll move right to this one.
Yeah, sure. Well, the Nagare we introduced in Los Angeles 2006 November, and it really was the kickoff of our design philosophy, basically showing Mazda moving forward, the future of Mazda's, not resting on our laurels. We've got a great product lineup that's kind of all standing behind me. We realized that we've got to reinvent ourselves to stay fresh and current. So we kind of let the cat out of the bag with Nagare and said, hey, here's where we're headed in the future. We've got some really expressive new design language that's happening as an overall philosophy, which we call Nagare. Nagare in Japanese means flow. And if you think about our zoom zoom expression, zoom zoom is really the emotion of motion. And how do you capture that in our vehicles? More than just good gestures and graphics. We wanted to go the next step and create a form language and a body styling surface language that really expresses motion.
And when we were at the Detroit show, we got an introduction with the Ryuga from Lawrence Vandenacker. Introduce us now to the final stage of this concept flow.
Well, believe it or not, it's actually not the final stage.
That's right, there's 4 stages, aren't there?
We've got one more coming, and if you make it to Tokyo, you'll definitely see the 4th. But the Hakaze is the 3rd of the quartet of vehicles, and again, it's another interpretation of Nagare. Hakaze means winds blowing through the leaves in Japanese, and that's kind of the easy way to say it.
And do we see elements of that here in the front fascia? And why don't you take us through?
Not so much in the front, but you definitely see it in the body side with the expressive surface language. Here in the front, we've got a little bit of leaf character happening in the headlights around here. We've got the big 5-point grille, which you've seen in the other 2 concept vehicles, and these are elements that are we're saying that these are Mazda cues. Big, powerful mouth expresses a sports car. It's where the air comes in and it denotes the power and feels fast. So, and we've created this texture through different materials flowing through the grille into the headlights and then continuing down the body side. Again, the main gesture of the car is a shorter front wheel arch, longer rear wheel arch. Kind of gives it this stance and character and aim down the road.
Well, as we walk around the vehicle here, tell us a little bit more about how the concept of Nagare comes and brings us down from the front fascia to these wonderful scalloped, almost scissor-type doors.
Yeah, the doors are really special. They open away and then up for much easier access into the interior. You see this Nagare theme flowing through the wheels, even in the tire treads, and then right down the body side.
Let's take a look at the interior of the vehicle, and again, tell us about how this flow of Nagare is encompassed on the interior of the vehicle.
Well, you see the expressive movement of the IP, but what you really can see is the cockpit-oriented layout. For us at Mazda, it's really important that the driver is connected to the car. First and foremost, it's the driving experience that makes driving a Mazda the most fun.
Let's follow it around to the rear of the vehicle, and again, as the concept of flow, Nagare flows to the rear fascia of the vehicle.
You see this one big piece of glass in the rear, and that's allowing for rear visibility. The roof of the car opens up to get this very sports car, open, MX-5 experience, even in an SUV. The line work carrying right through in the taillights, right into the glass, kind of innovative features.
What are the chances of this type of vehicle coming into production, or are we more or less going to use this as an example for styling details that will be seen in future Mazda vehicles?
Well, along with the introduction of this whole philosophy, we've kind of shown you a very far out example in the Nagare, and through the Ryuga and into the Hakaze, we've brought it a little bit more to reality. This car is actually very realistically based off of a Mazda 3, and there's potential for this type of size of vehicle in this market, and especially in Europe. So you'll see a lot of the cues on this in all of our cars to come in the future. I can't tell you that this car, exactly as we see it here, will be on the road, but there's definitely a lot of potential with it.
Well, we'll look for the 4th installment of the Nagare Flow at the Tokyo Auto Show. We hope we'll make it there. If not, we'll certainly be speaking with you or a member of your design team to certainly let our community know about it in the future. Franz von Holzhausen, thank you so much for being on our show today. For the next gear, I'm Matt Kelly on podtech.net.